It wasn't the file that scared her. It wasn't the system, or the lies, or even the deaths. It was what happened next, because the moment Charlotte found the name, someone else did too. And now, they weren't watching anymore. They were coming. Charlotte stared at the screen. The name was still there, unchanged, unmoving, but everything about it felt alive, heavy, dangerous. She hadn't written it down, hadn't shared it, hadn't even said it again, and yet she couldn't shake the feeling that it wasn't just hers anymore. Her phone sat beside her, still, silent, but it didn't feel safe. Nothing did. She slowly closed the laptop. The click echoed louder than it should have. Then she froze. A sound. Soft. From outside, she turned her head slightly, listening. Nothing. But her instincts whispered, "You're not alone." Daniel didn't hesitate this time. He had spent too long reacting, too long being controlled. Now, he was done. "Elena, we're releasing part of it," he said. She looked up sharply. "Are you serious?" "Yes." "That could expose everything." Daniel nodded. "That's the point." She stepped closer. "And what happens when they respond?" A pause. Then, "We'll finally see who they are." Elena studied him carefully, then said quietly, "Or they'll come after you first." Daniel's expression didn't change. "They already have." The mechanic stood inside the garage, lights off. Only a small lamp illuminated the workbench. The device sat in front of him, silent, but not inactive. He had tried to block it, shield it, trace it. But whoever built it was better than anything he'd seen before. "This isn't local," he muttered. "This is organized." He leaned back, thinking. Then something clicked. He grabbed a pen, started writing. Dates, locations, the crash, the timing, the tracking logs. Then he circled one thing, the signal. It had been active. Before the crash. Not after. Before. His eyes narrowed. They knew it was going to happen. A long pause, then they were waiting for it. Charlotte tried to distract herself, tried to move away from it, but her mind wouldn't let her. She walked toward the kitchen, poured water. Her hands were steady, too steady, like her body hadn't caught up to her thoughts yet. Then, her phone buzzed. She froze, slowly turned. The screen lit up. Unknown number. Her chest tightened. She didn't want to answer, but she already knew. Ignoring it wouldn't make it stop. She picked it up, answered. Silence. Then, a voice, soft, calm, too calm. "You shouldn't have said it out loud." Charlotte's breath caught. "I didn't." The voice cut in. "You did." A pause, then, "And now, we know you know." The line went dead. The press conference was short, sharp, controlled. Daniel stood in front of cameras, composed, but his words were deliberate. "There are inconsistencies in the investigation," he said. Murmurs spread. Reporters leaned forward. "What kind of inconsistencies?" Daniel didn't hesitate. "Evidence has been altered." The room shifted instantly. Questions fired. Voices rose. "Are you saying you're being framed?" Daniel looked straight ahead. "I'm saying..." A pause. "The truth hasn't been shown." In the dark room, the screens lit up rapidly. News coverage, social media, Daniel's statement spreading. "They've accelerated exposure," one voice said. Another responded, "Then we accelerate containment." A pause. Then, "Target?" Silence. Then the answer came, "All three." The mechanic locked up the garage, walked toward his car, calm, normal, but his senses were alert, watching, listening. Then, headlights flickered behind him. A car, same one, from before. He didn't turn, didn't react, just kept walking. But now he knew this wasn't coincidence. This was confirmation. Charlotte sat back down, her hands shaking now, not slightly, not controlled, but real, because this was no longer abstract, no longer distant. They know, she whispered. Her mind raced. Options, choices, escape, silence, or continue. Her eyes moved slowly back to the laptop, still closed, waiting. Then she made a decision. Charlotte dialed. Daniel answered immediately. Charlotte? Her voice was different now, steady, resolved. They know about the name. Silence. Then, how? I don't know. A pause. Then she added, but they're watching. Daniel's voice dropped. So are we. Something changed in that moment, not just in the story, but in them. Charlotte wasn't alone anymore. Daniel wasn't reacting anymore. And the mechanic wasn't just observing anymore. 3 separate paths, now moving toward each other. They found the name, but now the system has found them. Charlotte is being watched. Daniel has gone public. The mechanic is being followed. And somewhere in the shadows, a decision has been made, not to hide the truth, but to eliminate the people who found it.
Like, comment, and subscribe for next episode.